What's going on, everyone? DSP here in some natural lighting today. It is such a gorgeous day here in Connecticut. Spring has sprung, and I said, you know what the hell? Open the windows, open the drapes, get the light in. So no, photo lighting today. Today I'm actually using the sun to power this video. But anyway, a couple things I want to talk about. Some good news that has happened that I definitely want to inform you about on two fronts, actually. And then I want to talk a little bit about what I'll be doing this week because of PSN issues. So let's talk about that first. Yes, today begins day 7 of the PSN downage. And a lot of people thought there were rumors flying around that PSN would be up today. Well, as of 3 p.m., which is the time I'm filming this right now, it is not up. Now, it's very likely that maybe PSN will be up by later tonight, because if you remember, the PlayStation Store usually updates itself around 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on Tuesdays, but there's been absolutely no indication from any official word from Sony that PSN will be up. So, again, I apologize. What this means is, again, there's no SOCOM 4 online play. There's been no Mortal Kombat online play because I've been playing on the PS3 version. I'm used to the controls on that pad. I've unlocked everything for that console, not for the 360. And there also hasn't been any Portal 2 co-op because I haven't been able to play it online with anyone. So that's the bad news. Until PSN's up, there's nothing I can do. The other part of the bad news that unfortunately goes with that is that the next episode of Back to the Future was supposed to be released on the PlayStation Store today, because it is the last week of April right now, and once a month they were releasing this series. Well, obviously it's not going to be possible if PlayStation Network doesn't even work. So unfortunately, I probably won't be playing that until they get PlayStation Network up and running, and then they update the PlayStation Store. So I'll keep you posted on that when it happens, but unfortunately for now it's suspended. But what is going to happen this week? That's a good question. Good news is there's still plenty to do. What I'm going to do is, number one, today I want to play some Mortal Kombat. A lot of people, I did some ladder matches yesterday. If you didn't check it out on DSP Street Fighter. Basically, I played through 3 of the story mode gameplays for Johnny Cage, Liu Kang, and Scorpion. And to my surprise, the endings for these guys are pretty good. And the gameplay's pretty hilarious because the computer's cheap as hell. Plus, I do their fatalities, and I do their stage fatalities for the first time, which are pretty amazing, some of them, and gruesome. And the babalities as well. I pull off a couple babalities, and they're pretty damn funny. So check that out over on DSP Street Fighter. I want to play more Mortal Kombat, so I'll probably be doing that today. I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing more of the Challenge Tower or if I'll be doing more ladder matches. I haven't decided yet, but that will be coming today. And then also, something that someone brought up to me this week, they said, Phil, did you know that the sequel to Section 8 has been released? And I was like, no, I didn't know that. I didn't even know there was a sequel to Section 8. It turns out that the game Section 8 that I played in 2009, if you remember, it was a unique first-person shooter. You drop in anywhere from the sky, and you could control vehicles. It was really a unique game. It took a lot of new elements into a first-person shooter, and I actually enjoyed the game a lot. Well, there's a sequel, and they decided this time, rather than do a full retail release, which would be silly, they actually have it as an Xbox Live arcade game. And I looked at it, I said, wow, you know what, that might be something I'll do this week. So it's a possibility. I'll be checking that game out this week. Depends on how things turn out, but it is a possibility. I think it's called Section 8 Prejudice or something like that. I forget what the tag is, the title tag. But and then tomorrow, the good news is John Rambo will be coming over for co-op gameplay. He says he's going to be able to stay for a longer time than he did last week, only a couple hours. So what I'm thinking we'll do is maybe do an hour or two of Mortal Kombat and then jump into the Portal 2 co-op and see how far we can get with it. So that is actually finally coming tomorrow. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be the complete playthrough of co-op, but it will at least be started, and you'll also get to see some Mortal Kombat offline matches for the first time in a week, so that'll be pretty cool. I'll see what Howard's doing. If Howard wants to come over and play some Mortal Kombat as well, that would probably be pretty cool to get all 3 of us over here again playing, so we'll see. Thursday, I'm probably taking a day off. I might be busy, but I'm not sure about that yet. Right now, I'm solidifying some plans to do something on Thursday. But maybe what I'll be able to do is get enough footage over today and tomorrow that I'll still have stuff to upload on Thursday. Friday, I'll be coming back to do more stuff, and it'll probably either be like Conduit 2 online play maybe, or if the PlayStation Network is finally up, maybe I'll finally try SOCOM 4 online. There's a lot of possibilities. It all depends on what happens with the PlayStation Network. Saturday, from all indications, John will be coming over again, and we'll be doing an episode of Smart Guys and our usual stuff, more co-op gameplay probably. And then Sunday, I want to remind everyone, we will be doing Revo, the next Revo stream. Sorry, it's been so long since we did one, I was blanking on it. Yeah, so we'll be out over at Howard's playing Super Turbo, and we'll be doing a live stream. I'll Twitter up about that when it actually goes live, but basically, usually we start around 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you can check that out and see some really cool live streaming Super Turbo gameplay with commentary for the first time in a long time. So that's schedule-wise what's going on for the rest of the week, and I wanted to get that out there because I know it was kind of up in the air with everything going on with PlayStation Network, but now we have a clearer picture of what's going on. Some more good news. TooManyGames. I've mentioned this already, but I want to let everyone know there's been a big development. Not only are John and I definitely going on Saturday and Sunday, which is May 7th and 8th of 2011. This is a gaming convention in Oaks, Pennsylvania. Check out the website. It's just TooManyGames.com, and you can get all the info there. Not only are we attending, but also we've been given the time to run a panel. It was amazing that these guys squeezed us in at the last minute. But from 4 to 5 p.m. on Saturday, we'll be holding a panel. And what we're going to do, we have a couple ideas of what we want to do. Unfortunately, they didn't have an extra projector available, so we're going to see if we can get our hands on a projector for this event. But what we want to do is, first of all, just have like a really quick summary of, my hobby, what it is I do, explain how I've turned it into a full-time occupation. And then what I want to do for the first time, pretty much ever doing something like this, I want to open the floor to questions about anything related to YouTube, to gaming. A lot of people are constantly asking me questions like, what is your life like now that full-time all you do is basically play video games? That kind of question I would love to answer. A lot of people ask me, Phil, do you have any tips on YouTube on how to get your stuff noticed, on how to become more popular, on just the functionality of YouTube itself? I mean, let's face it, I upload more videos than anyone on YouTube. As an individual, I've uploaded over 10,000 videos in the past 2.5 years. So I probably know better than anyone else exactly the ins and outs of YouTube, how to make it work, how to tag things, how to get noticed. So I'd be more than willing to share all that kind of information with the fans and viewers. So that's what this panel is going to be about. And then at the end of the panel, I'm going to have some time like cordoned off if people want to have stuff, autographs or whatever. John and I will be there. We're more than happy to do something like that for you guys. So I'm really excited. This is the first gaming convention that we're attending since this whole YouTube thing has started, and it's really the first chance that I'm going to get to kind of spend some time with the fans and meet the fans, and that's why I'm running this panel for the fans. So please, everyone, if you're in the area, if you can get the time, come by there. Again, it's in Oaks, Pennsylvania, TooManyGames. Check it out at www.toomanygames.com. Swing by between 4 and 5 for our panel, and I think it's going to be pretty neat, and I think we're going to have a lot of fun. So check that out. And then last but not least, I want to let everyone know that, I've been talking over the past couple of weeks about how I've been having problems with my computer, how I've been trying to do video editing, and the damn thing is crashing on me constantly. And that's why you really haven't seen a lot of videos such as The Hateful Truth and stuff like that, because those take a lot of video editing, and it's not worth it to have to keep crashing. Well, there's good news. The good news is, I listened to the advice of the fans. A lot of fans said, Phil, first thing, do not buy a store-bought computer because a store-bought computer is way overpriced. You should build your own computer. Or some people suggested to get a Mac. And I'm still thinking about that, to be honest. I'm thinking about getting a MacBook to take with me on trips for the portability of it. And also because it is a very good computer for video editing. I'm aware of that. But in the meantime, actually, one of the administrators and creators of my website, thekingofhate.com, Chris, he contacted me and he said, Phil, I actually am working almost like a program, educational program with Tiger Direct up in Canada. I don't know if you guys know this, but in Canada, Tiger Direct is not just a website. They actually have a retail chain of stores. And so Chris was actually able to buy me a package of parts to build a PC at a discounted rate. And he's actually going to build a PC for me and to get it to me. So over the next couple of weeks, I'll be getting a new PC. That's going to be great. I'm going to be, basically starting fresh. It's going to have a big hard drive, a massive amount of RAM, a very powerful processor, a very powerful graphics card. And the good news about this is all the people that have been saying, Phil, why don't you play games on PC? Guess what? I'm finally going to be able to do it. I'm going to have a PC that'll be able to play any game. So with all the games, like for example, Diablo 3 when it comes out, StarCraft, the next installation of StarCraft, whenever that's going to come out, those PC style games, and then anything else that might come out over Steam or whatever. I'm going to be able to play it. It's going to have HDMI. It'll go right to my receiver here, and I'll be able to play it on my big screen TV, which will be awesome. So I'm excited. And then also just the fact that I'll have a computer that'll be powerful enough to do this video editing on the fly without crashing. It's probably going to significantly reduce the amount of time it takes me to do video editing. And because this PC will be so powerful, I'm going to probably try out Sony Vegas and see if I can maybe do some more with the editing than I've ever done before. So all that is coming up. But I just wanted to let everyone know that's the good news, is I'm finally getting a new PC. It took a while, I know, because there were a couple things that needed to come through. I needed to know that I was going to have consistent income, for example, which now I know. And so now it's finally come through, and I'm getting a new PC. So that's coming up, and it just means bigger and better things for all of us. So, alright, that's it for this channel update. Again, a lot of information. But if anything, I want to emphasize, please, if you can make it, come to TooManyGames and hang out with us. Come see the panel. Obviously, the last thing I would want is for no one to show up, but I get the feeling that some people will come. I've already gotten lots of messages of people saying they were thinking of going. As soon as I said I was definitely going, they would be interested. So check it out again, TooManyGames.com, and come see us and hang out with us at the event. So, all right, that's it. Thanks a lot. Talk to you guys later. See you then.